Good. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We will go ahead and call the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting to order. September 11th, 2023, here in the council chamber at City Hall. We'll go ahead and start. Roll call. Dan, would you lead us?
Dan Lipke, Board of Public Works and Safety.
Dick Missing, City Attorney.
Justin Green, Mayor.
Salem, City Park Director.
Ward Jones, Board Works and Public Safety.
All members are present and accounted for. We have a quorum, so we will start the agenda. The board, if you'll look, please, minutes of the August 14th meeting on performance due.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from 2023.
Motion made by Dan, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. With same sign. Board, if you'll approve minutes of the executive session on the 21st on page 3.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for August 21st.
Motion made.
I'll second that motion.
Dan, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Both same sign. Report to our departments. Bring it in, please. Come forward.
A slow month, all first. So we have one point there. 104 Mary Street. Line for the house. So then we're going to start having turned up line with the flag. So we did point there and do a little clean up, get that cleaned up, got it going. And then we said we hope for half the month, please. We had our social line, our chemical company for our phosphorus, crystal line. You tear it all apart, clean it all out. You got it. Experience that. Learned a lot out there now. So we should do a lot more fishing. We did more routine cleaning. We focused on our funnels. We got to go through the creeks. There's usually 3 lines to go through the creek for back up and back up, back up. So the first one was up. So we got all those cleaned out, so we're all in good shape there. And then we started on our smoke testing. On the open pit hole manhole, select radiant, all the inserts that we have, and started putting those in. We got that completed, but we reports for they're all different sizes. Just the size that we have, we got everything put in. According to the smoke testing report. With this heat, we had a couple of our cabinets overheat. This turned out it was filtered. That those things out in place. Mark's still doing very good with our lift stations. Got one painted in Bay Road, Salem Mark Woods, and finished up the stairs at West Mark lift station. And they went through, did a couple of plug checks. Everything good on those. And not having any issues out of that since Mark started that. A blessing. We went to our lagoon, cleared all of our trees that were down from bad weather that occurred. Got that all cleaned up before we pushed off the last time this year. Since it's dry, we were able to get to our lagoon and pull our aerators. 1, 2, and 7 were out. There's 8 total, 3 of them were out. One of those pumps for aerator number 7 just had to be imported. So we were able to replace it, repair it. Not spend any money on it, just repair it. We had extra cord there. We got it back in service. 1 and 2 is being rebuilt now. There's some of them, so I don't know the expense on that. That's all we have.
Good to see you on the class.
The Jim for 3 weeks with the brush. I was supposed to do. Mine was the one running and doing all this wastewater stuff throughout the month while we were working on it. So we went.
Any questions, Brandon? Thank you. Okay. What was the anything otherwise. Question. Okay, if you will take your utility adjustment signal on page 4 or 5.
I'd like to move to accept the utility assessment.
Dan has motion to approve. Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. Project updates, we've talked on it, Mr. Bell has asked, and further knowledge on NDOT's progress, saying that therapy. That's should be done fairly soon, so they're rerouting. The last conversation certainly is still being on time and on task. So for which months we are in weeks. So it's a little better light in this tunnel. So I can say concretely. Take the order as final pieces. Asphalt. That's an order. Otherwise, that's all I have in the project updates. Unfinished business, that's the only time the agenda either other than Brandon mentioned, we all sort of free, very big jobs. So kudos to the new business. I had one, Chief, you come forward. We were very fortunate to have Woodard Uplands in part of our community, and so sincere in their help to the community. Salem for the fact. Chief came to me, some proposals for SOP updates, true standard, other departments, and how that will work as contracting outside firm. And pleased to announce to these efforts. We got a grant.
Quickly, it's something that's put policy together for the police department to protect us. Legally, they also say in a lot. So I think it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Okay, moving on, under new business, I believe Jake, this is an item for you.
Yes, so, the board, we received a letter for the rest of the chief bills on August 13th, last month, regarding a police disciplinary issue. So on Friday, August 11th, Chief Mills had notified Officer Noah Foster regarding a 3-day suspension for certain performance issues. In response to that, the chief received a letter dated August 13th from Isabel Foster's attorney, Larry Palmer, out of Jeffersonville, requesting a hearing on the matter. If we responded to that letter, notified Father that this be considered the next for the works regular meeting tonight. We subsequently receiving the letter, we had a session where we reviewed the item issue and discussed some of the facts. And tonight, we really have two items before us relative to this matter. The first is that in Indiana Code 36-8-3-4.1D, it addresses certain disciplinary actions such as this, for suspension for 5 days or less. When an officer receives a suspension of this type, they can request a hearing, but the board in its discretion can determine whether or not to hold such a hearing. And further, the board will make a determination, or will make a determination upon review of the matter as to whether to uphold the suspension or to reverse it. In the case of a reversal, the officer would be entitled to receive of the pay, in this case, 3 days pay, suspension. So what I would ask of the Board of Works, having reviewed the matter, is to invite a motion as to either for or against holding a hearing on this issue. And then if you're inclined to hold a hearing, then the second item, delay until expelled, and I would recommend we do that next regular meeting works. If the board determines it's not on this issue, then we can move into the second item, which would be inviting a motion as to whether uphold the suspension or to reverse the suspension decision that was provided to you. And let me know if you have any questions.
We stop.
I think discussion,
There was some discussion at the executive session meeting, but any decision on the issue has to be made at a regular meeting.
I would make a motion that we would uphold the suspension.
And with that motion, do you also want to forego having a hearing?
Yes.
Okay. You want to make a joint motion to both not hold a hearing and then with that also uphold the suspension?
Yes.
well, I can't say any different, so Kirk makes the motion, do a motion. Is there a second? Andy, that's the second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. For the same sign. Okay, David, that was- see.
That's all we need.
All right, board, if you will please, go to page 6 through 19 for the claims.
Make a motion to accept the table about the register of claims.
Dan makes the motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. For the same sign. Okay. Nick. So, Harry, come on up, Nick, please. Halloween parade. Is this week?
Actually, a couple of things I want to talk to you about real quick. First one is primarily the Halloween parade permit for October 28th. 30. The route started from my shop, go to the square as west.
Where do you want it to end?
It goes, what's it? Bond Street. Okay. So it's there for Bond, like, circle back.
Chief, any issue with the Saturday 6:30 event?
Sounds good.
For the vote, thank you. Season, so I see it. Down, front.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made to approve the Halloween parade on 28th.
That's like that motion.
There's that.
Same thing is I would like to go ahead and request for the Christmas break, so I can go ahead and start that done. I'm gonna make some changes to it, as well. I'm going to advertise for it. I'm gonna do it the first Saturday in December,
Yes.
but, that was for the lighting and swear, and it's gonna be something to this house. It'll correspond. Great. Attendance, I feel would be better if I pushed it back closer towards Christmas instead of. So I was shooting for the 16th. 6 o'clock, same route as. Halloween.
Just mirror the same route.
That's possible. It seems to work easier that way. Like the Halloween, Christmas break, to go from the shop, from the school. It's really organized, correspond, part of the school.
And we'll be getting that date.
6 o'clock.
Just a question, you don't have any partner that time of the month, their activity, posted around 16.
No, that's why I wanted to get it advertised out there. I don't know of any other activities that night that we can do with it. I've looked into it, but I don't know if it has been advertised. That way, something were to change, I have enough time. Things today, I need to correspond with.
Jake on the bird, back to you, December 16th, I can't think of any other conflicts, but you know, later in the month.
I can't think of anything.
But, or what's your flavor?
You know, if you tell, quick recommendation for the Christmas parade to be held on December 16th, 2023.
Dan makes a motion.
I'll say,
Seconds, all in favor? If you see that's going to be problematic with this, street department. I mean, so, you're right at times.
And then the third thing is I would like to present the idea of Veterans Day parade. Well, this year, if it's possible to do it, it'll be on Veterans Day, the 11th of November. But that's cool. One nice, there's a certain word.
What's your thoughts on it? Evening also?
I was gonna shoot for around 3. Maybe not as late today, but I wanted to get people on time since it's on Veterans Day. So, you know, do their other events like that. Start corresponding, a big correspondent with the DFW and a couple other better associations. Organized. But I want to go ahead and make sure our board put a motion for the parade for Veterans Day.
Same route.
Yeah, same route. 3 o'clock. Veterans Day.
Saturday off. Third time.
We really enjoyed the parades. Sure. It's I think our 8th year the house parade. Yes, sir. Sitting here over the Christmas parade 3 years ago, I think. But there's a certain technical order that goes on the field. But this year I started super early and got on there Friday. So, awesome.
Or
Which recommendation to let him have?
I'll second that.
motion made, second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, Daniel, solidarity, one, please.
Hi. I'm here to, ask permission to go ahead with the annual cemetery awards. Here at the end of the month.
2 days, 29th and 30th.
Correct, on Friday and Saturday.
Sometimes.
We usually send our first, group around 7 or 8 o'clock. And last about 11.
Well, for our benefit, how long have you been doing this?
I think this is our 9th year. So,
No. A lot of good feedback. Chief?
yeah, no issues with it.
I hope like to make a recommendation, let Daniel Lynn continue with the cemetery walk on September 20th and 30th.
29,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Okay,
Thanks very much, appreciate it. And then, last on miscellaneous, as you see, Sally has got, notice of change because of the October holiday. So the board will be a day late. Just a reminder. Want to come tonight? She will not be. Okay. We come to the end, comments by citizens, Nicole Washington, please come forward. Full name and address for the minutes, please.
Hello, my name is Nicole Moxner. I live at 602 Shawnee Avenue, and I'm a homeowner there. I teach over at elementary. I am concerned about several violations listed in the annual drinking water quality report. I tried calling the water company about my purple water spotted in my toilet last November, left my number and asked for a call back, but did not receive one. And instead, the mayor had put a post on Facebook explaining that the pink water was normal after it was treated, believe sludge or something. I found the post 2 weeks ago when I messaged Ms. Napier about it, but when I went to screenshot this weekend, I wasn't able to find it. However, my toilet was more of a light purple than pink, and all the information online about purple is not good. I can't even count the times my water has been discolored or has left a residue of dirt in my bathtub. I wanted to come here tonight to voice my concerns, especially over what I can't see in my water. I feel that with many issues and violations listed, there should have been an accompanying letter explaining how the problem, if it has, been solved. Even if these violations were in early 2022, according to the report form. According to violations, water testing was not completed. Why? We keep getting told our water issues to be rectified by all of the road work, but no matter how much work is done, if the testing is done, how will we know? Were we ever notified after the violation of failure to notify about the lead and copper issue? I've read online that penalties were issued for violations. Is this a failure to test and comply costing the city? My family buys water bottles and jugs weekly to drink now. Some families can't afford that though. I hate drinking from plastic due to other research I've read, but I'm thinking that might be the lesser of the two evils. How long does it take to boil out the radioactive chemicals in the water? Is it even possible? I'm wondering if I should stop cooking with the city water also. A teacher in my hall uses green food coloring to color toilets on St. Patrick's Day. This year, the water turned bright blue within 5 minutes, which was never happened before. What caused this? Are we overkilling the chemicals to pass tests? What are the potential health concerns of these chemicals being used? I'm hoping for more transparency over these issues moving forward. I know an annual report may be all that is required, but I would like to know a lot sooner than over a year later that the water I have been drinking is potentially poisoning me and my family. Thank you.
Anybody else? Nobody else spoke or signed up? I certainly will call Nicole later. Yes, we've got about 10 questions. I can't answer them now. But, yes, I'll call you later. Absolutely. Okay, Gordon. Do you have any other items? Okay. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Common council will convene in 4 minutes.
Anybody else want to take it? Yeah. I know, yeah, I'm gonna be doing it, there'll be a lot of ads, on the top of the Sept or, yeah.
I'm telling you, every time I drop this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What we doing? I've been trying to get in contact with them, no responsive, and she's not to me. She doesn't want to, well, do well. Live cast. And stuff. Yeah, that's this is very much.
See it. It's safe. That's the way.
But I was pretty sure no one else was doing this, and I kind of stopped looking around, and I raised it at the same schools, and so they were together.
It's an entirely.
Well, it's not a job.
Yes.
So,
One, I mean, gutters, and when you can, the last.
I mean, I don't know.
Yes. Excuse me.
I do.
Yeah.
That's it later. Yes.
So, correct, thank you.
Okay, it is 6:30. We will call the common council meeting order here, September 11th, 2023, at council chambers. We will start the agenda by the invitation of the pledge. Everybody stand, please.
Blessed be the name of the Lord. Thank you for everything that you have bestowed upon us. We thank you for the air that we breathe. Bless our friends and families and all of those that are here tonight. We pray that the action table here tonight will be good for your holy and divine word. Lord, forgive us of all of our sins and save us all in the end. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Start the agenda off the roll call. Dan?
Dan Liskey, District 1, all Sackville District.
Greg, Mayor.
Sally Adamo, city clerk.
Steve Crane, District 30.
Legal Lambert, it's for.
Dylan Moore at large.
Council is all present and accounted for, formed. So we will, first item tonight, council, as advertised with LPC, public hearing at 6:30 for additional appropriation ordinance 2023-13. Council, you'll find out on page 1. Sally, I see we have 3 items. These probably are routine, but will you give us an example and guidance?
The first one is a rainy day, and that is for engineering expenses. Part of my voice. Second is for some attorney fees, and then the third is for some general procedures for projects.
Council, add to Sally, the rainy day is going to be used this one as a calendar year conflict. These are reimbursed fees. So rainy day is the most appropriate place to take it from. Once calendar year 24 hits and those funds are available, then that goes right back to revenue. So otherwise, that's the additional appropriation, correct? Anybody in the audience to speak on behalf of the additional appropriation? Once, twice, 3. Rick, come forward, state your name.
It's funny, it's on secret guy. Rick Longhorn, 403 East Walnut Street, Salem. Great, so the rate, anything I understand, take it out, put it back, and come back in. This is nothing to do with the budget. Right?
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
Once, twice, 3. Okay, motion, pardon me, council, the city motion to close public hearing.
I'll make a motion.
I second the motion. All seconds, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On the same sign. Okay, council ordinance 2023-13 is just that, an additional salary to meet the numbers. A matter of housekeeping for the end of the year. Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Steve makes the motion to approve. Dale seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Next, Public hearing at 6:30, 2024 budget as advertised in LPC. We have the proposed 2024 budget. That is September and October event in municipal government. And so before you tonight, you do have that in hand. With us is our financial advisors from Reading Financial. They are here to answer any questions. But the long and short of it is, this is the advertised budget that Sally and I have reviewed at their approval, or their recommendation, pardon me, for approval, the recommendation, and to proceed with the calendar 24. In public hearings, everybody wants to speak on behalf of the 2024 budget.
Sorry. May I receive an average of the 2023 budget? Council motion, 2023. $700,000.
Oh, well, you didn't say, you didn't want your question.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just want to know the difference.
Yes.
Pardon, Sally, we looked at this afternoon, is it plus or minus about 400,000?
Plus 4 line. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4.
No. Right around 400,000.
Okay, around 4.
Anybody else in the audience to speak on behalf of the 2024 proposal? Once, twice, 3. Okay, council seek motion to close the public hearing.
For the public hearing was 2024 budget.
I'll second. And the next motion to close, 3 seconds, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, Reedy, is here again. We had a question earlier. Yes, this looks a little different, but in a good way. Thank you, gentlemen. This is a little different than Baker Tilly laid out, and I think it's a little easier, but it's different in your format. That's okay. Nevertheless, council, if you have any questions with Baker Tilly, any questions for Reedy Financial? Again, it's your recommendation, is that correct? This budget is within DOTF's guidelines and it will pass.
Correct.
Council, I know you've looked through it and it is a few pages. It is reflective of one very important item among, certainly their opinions help. We did factor in these calculations. The employees are subject to a 2024 raise. And the state of the workforce, I think it's very appropriate. Thank you, Sally, for figuring out the cent. Made sense. She spent a lot of hours on that. Our employees are very much worthy of cost of living. Nothing else in like. Again, any questions you have, certainly Sal and I can answer, but I'm very dry.
Justin, we did be well enough manage next year's budget so that, like last year, we proved it, and we had that first year around February, we had to see about applying for a bond, if we got that money.
Do a bond. No, we didn't do a bond.
I thought we did.
That's what you approved in the 23 budget.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we want to accept the budget proposal 2024.
Okay, council, after your discussion, Dan has made the motion for the first read of the 2024 budget for approval. Second. I'll second. Motion made, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On the same side. Okay, first read, council, you'll see this on the October. For the second read, that makes Jake happy, that makes Street Financial happy. Then we'll be done with that item of business. Okay. Is there anything, gentlemen, you want to add? Okay. All right, if you will move on your agenda for minutes of August 14th, on page 27 and 20.
I like to approve the minutes.
I second it.
Gail makes the motion.
I second.
All seconds. Thank you. All in favor? On the same side. Next, you'll see your financial statement for August. Starting on page 29. Sally, anything you'd like to add to that? Routine and seek motion to approve the financial statement. Gail makes the motion. 8 seconds, all in favor, say aye. Aye. On the same side. Senior citizen report, page 36. Naomi has the pass. Forgive me, I'm starting to lose my voice too.
Yeah, her report is in the front of your book.
Oh, and then the phone. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Unfinished business, council, I don't see, let's get it right up. I indicated to the board of works at the 6 o'clock hour. Highway 56 project is still underway. And I do know there's an additional road closure detour in and around Foxbury Road. Side. That should be rectified very quickly. I know some of the hours are loaded. They're sending their crew, finish up a couple other things. Good news is, per NDOT, per milestone, the verbiage is now weeks, not months. So they're ordering final materials, in particular, they scheduled asphalt. So it is within very much the end of the cycle. See,
Justin, how about around the second square, when it becomes, I'll come fix that around the square.
no, Temple didn't get that job. It was bid out. That will get the milestone as well. That one actually is starting now. Hard to see some of the work on the two poles that have been removed. There's still utility relocates that are happening. That'll gear up probably all in the next 30 days.
Well, have you heard any more about that, Salem Avenue? I by there, Friday, and Justin, it just looks bad or worse than it did before. He's getting front porch and stacked full of junk. And there's 3 or 4 cars back and back. And of course, he had company a couple of cars there. Guy closed across the road, he just has to look that whole time. He just thinks, I wish they'd be on do something about it. I know they've been working on it.
I'll let Jake answer that one, but yes, it is on the road.
Okay. How about the property on Palmer Street that,
So be ready by this month. Policy.
and something else, the school bus driver kind of finds out his home street. When you turn off the main highway and try to be pull up to the middle school, it's like a water. It needs to be resurfaced and we get every month appropriated to it.
That's on schedule, certainly. Those patches are all higher than the original asphalt. Those will settle. It will take a little time, but those will settle. Yeah. Okay, I think that squares us away, unfinished as well. Council will move to new business. Ordinance 2023-14, transfer ordinance, on page 37, 38. Sally, would you like to speak for that one?
Transfer ordinance just means that we're transferring one line item to one other line item at the same fund. So it's not in new money, it's just transferring again from one line.
Housekeeping. Question. Ordinance 2023-14. Order. Approved.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I second it.
He makes the motion, Paul seconds. All in favor, say aye. Both same sign. A couple of items I'll add, it's not showing on your agenda. I got cheats still here. Who's your items? As I mentioned in the book works, it's been a very generous partner from the city of Salem, Washington County. Once again, at my request, and Chief Mills, we submitted a grant proposal. Very glad to say for $13,920. Out of that, what have become a policy procedure that Chief Mills has got. Chief would like to come forward. He's working on third-party vendor, that's that other municipal police departments have engaged, very successful with, and certainly caught your eye. Is that correct?
I think it's been very beneficial to the police department and protecting officers legally and it's been a place that get for a long time. And a great thing.
Absolutely. To get them in a fashion of state and federal procedures that are common with other departments that we haven't yet adopted. We're not sure how to work for them and how to promote safety within the department and basically protect the officers.
Correct. It's policies and procedures for the officers to follow. And they will actually, they just the guideline book and they've done that already. So we kind of model it to fit, say, by there's federal level, state level. Fine.
Anything as far as the administrative benefits, our insurance carrier pretty much requested this. Third party written document. This one.
It's one of us get that. It's a process. We got several officers on board.
Good, thank you. Appreciate you. Another item. Here again, new business. Board, I mentioned to you. Duke Energy has made a proposal to the city of Salem to redo our old site Sally in Descent. Street lights, as you know, technology has changed a lot. LED lighting is certainly being recognized as the standard, and with our numerous light bulbs, numerous street lights, they are getting harder and harder to fix. Parts availability, and the fact that all other new serving municipalities are running into that outage of burnt street lights. Their response time is getting longer and longer. We've had this ladder out of changing ourselves. That's the problem. So, in our agreement know, we do pay for it, obviously. Request for the have some control. However, to convert, we have got program that they've offered for the time. I think it was this call. We've accepted. These are no charge. They are being credited. That's fine. Let them worry about their paperwork, their accounting. What we have to do is give them an inventory and send them on their way. So, do and or a operator for the changing out those what they call the over style, big overhead arm lights. So you change it. Start very soon.
Think I'll be able to town Joseph. Let mine burn out in that night of the storm. They got to fix it back on.
Good.
They got to report it.
You're on the good. Good. Something to think about.
I mean, just get in my backyard, the trees are all right up.
Yeah.
Well, the county did hold their office selection for the position. Those didn't know eggshell in the design. They, after they held that, Shonda Keltner was appointed to be Washington. So just for public knowledge information, that Washington.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to do that. Yeah. One other item of new business, council, you know, went through the ready for grant process. Southern Indiana RDA and Indiana others. That is ongoing now, Sally and I, reporting of claims and seek for Ready 2.0 is the hot topic amongst state and local government. And Governor Holcomb certainly made his request to the General Assembly to repeat the same dollar amount of $500 million across state of Indiana. That $500 million is divvied up amongst 17 some regions of the state. So we're beginning those conversations in those meetings before we have we have to go. And so it's the same criteria, quality place, quality line, things that are important here that involve regionalism to the point of growing your population. This is small. So in that discussion, we hope to have the same opportunity the RTA. We got 50 last time, and up to 30 this time. So out of 500 million, several dollars in and around us, including us. And so we're starting that process and that a priority. The interesting thing this time it is strictly capital projects. There's no program. So different flavor of the application. Last time it was 50-50. This time it's strictly free. So there's some interesting projects. Let's see how we grade. Okay. Council, if you will, general accounts payable voucher, page 39 to 76. Back, or do you believe if we take a photo with nothing else, we can see. They didn't show nothing. Yeah, let's do it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Bill makes a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll second that one.
Any seconds, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On the same side. Okay, council, your reminder, we are a day delayed in October. The October holiday falls on Monday, the 9th, so we will meet Tuesday, October 10th. That's what the board works, you come on Monday, but down on Monday. Okay. We have no comments signed up. Council, anything else? We will see you October 10th. Take motion to adjourn. No. All right. Thanks.